1, 2, 3, go! Hello? Red Panda Mining says, fuck you all. We're going to moon. Wait, let me stop the music. You see, Red Panda Mining, when he streams, he's such a nice guy. When he comes to other people's stream, he's a dick. Everybody say, fuck Red Panda. Fuck Red Panda. He's an asshole in other people's streams. Don't believe that facade he puts on in his stream. Hey guys, I love all of you. I'm so thankful for you. Then he comes to my stream. Anybody else's, he's a dick. Eat a dick. How about that, Panda? Let's go. Hype that shit up. I want to see this shit full. Spam it. Panda says, eat my dick. Let's go! Woo! Tell your baby mama, the mailman, your side chick down the street, the space cadets, and Red Panda Mom, that we live! Hello everyone, it is a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for the spam, I appreciate it. Thank you for that little spam right there. I love all of you. The bull run is here. All I see is money. All I hear is money. Let me know if the music's too loud. I would imagine it's way too loud. Altcoin season is upon us. Everybody's about to make a bunch of money. If you're not already making a bunch of money, we're going to talk about all types of goodies today. I wish I was a sick chick. There's probably a couple girls in my chat. I don't know. If you're a lady of, you gotta be of age though. If you're not, don't even answer. But if you're of age and you happen to be a female viewer, go ahead. Shout out to the female viewers. Type out 33. Sadly, I did not invest into XRP. I hear that, man. I hear that. I had XRP for a while. I made some okay money, but I didn't hold it for a while, so we did not make. Listen, you guys are here at the beginning of the stream. I'm going to let you know. Hold on, let me turn the music off. Listen. I'm not going to tell you all the details, but since you guys and girls came early into the stream, I'm going to tell you something. It's just between us, all right? I'm not going to spoil everything, but I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I sold all of my Tesla stock. And it's not because I don't believe in Tesla. I actually believe in Tesla a lot. A lot. I think it's going to do fantastic. And I do plan on re-entering into Tesla. But over the next year, I have a better plan with the money. That's all I'm going to say. Red Panda Mining knows what it is. I'm not going to say what it is right now. But since you guys came at the beginning of the stream, I'd let you know that secret right there. Anyways, shh, don't tell anybody. It's just us because you came early. But just know, you guys know me. What do they call me in these streets, chat? What do they call DJ Minds in the streets? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What do they call me? Big Dick DJ, right? Big Dick DJ Minds. Cheap. Bellminer says cheap. No, it was Big Dick DJ. Y'all know if Daddy's selling his Tesla, that means there's something around the corner. Y'all know that. Y'all know what they call me in these streets. All right? Don't worry. You know Daddy's got a plan. Yo, Hawk, what's up, buddy? My man. Sorry I couldn't hang out last night. I woke up late. And I think you guys were playing CSGO. I'm selling my Tesla now. Now, here's the thing. I believe in Tesla full-heartedly. I'm a huge component of it. I've been holding, here's the thing. I've been holding my stock since 2017, guys. You know what I'm saying? Look, I 100% believe in Tesla. But just to give you an idea, I've been holding over 5 years. So let this sink in. 5 years ago, Tesla was $22. Okay? $22. It's currently $350. I was holding before this. Okay? So just let that sink in. Okay? I bought 2017-ish, I can't remember the exact fucking month. It was probably anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks, okay? I've been holding Tesla from here. Do you see this? I've been holding since $15 to $20, guys. And I rode it all the way to 350, okay? So yes, could I miss out on this going to 700 and 2xing? Yes, but you have to understand, dude. I'm up so fucking much, right? Like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand. Now, if you're buying this level, right, 200, 150, 250, 300, I could see why you want to, you know, keep holding, try to get another 2x or something. Dude, I'm up so fucking much. It's not even funny, right? So, yeah, I feel like in my position of holding for so long, I want to reallocate those funds into something a little bit different. You know what I mean? So, what are you going to call your private island? I'm not calling my private island. Joking? I know you're joking, of course. Yeah. So, yeah. And don't get confused, guys. I don't want anybody in chat to get confused. Like, oh, DJ doesn't believe in Tesla. Bro, I believe in Tesla completely. I just think at the moment in my situation, which most people are not in my situation of holding Tesla since 2017-ish, I just think I could reallocate those funds. You got to understand what's about to happen, guys, right? Like, we're already started the bull run, but 2025, in my opinion, is really for crypto. So when I ask myself, you know, what do I think that's going to happen in 2025 specifically for Tesla? Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla hit 600 bucks or something, which is nice, right? Which is nice. So, you know, maybe a little less than a 2x from here, which is good, right? I don't think anybody would ever complain about their stock or their crypto going up 100%, right? But I think personally for me, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree, I think for me at least, 2025 is the year of crypto, right? So I would rather those funds be in cryptocurrency, which I think cryptocurrency has a lot more potential than a 2x. So we're talking, you know, depending on which crypto that you buy, or which ASICs or GPUs or whatever you decide in your situation. Let me know what you would do in that situation. But I think you could expect a 5x, a 10x, maybe if you went a little riskier, 20x, right? So do not get confused, guys. Full disclosure here. Sold all my Tesla. Going to buy something crypto related. I'm not announcing what that is. I've only told 3 people, and somehow I told only 3 people, and like 10 people have messaged me today about it. I don't even know how that's possible. I messaged 3 fucking people, but anyways, so yeah. And then full disclosure, 2026-ish. Don't quote me. That's my plan. 2026-ish, or when I'm done with 2025 crypto fund, we're going to put it all back into Tesla, because in my opinion, and I could be completely wrong here, guys. I could be completely wrong here. But what I'm thinking is going to happen is what usually happens with crypto. It goes crazy for like a year, year and a half, right? And then you kind of want to sell because then it's going to crash, right? So I don't know what the future is, but if I was a betting man, which I am in this situation, I would imagine that crypto is going to do really bad in 2026, 2027, and 2028, it'll wake up again. So let me kind of map you guys out what I'm thinking here. This is kind of how I'm seeing the world / market working out. And again, who knows what the future actually will be. I could be a complete dumbass, and who knows? I could lose all my money. But we're gonna go with positivity, hey, and we're not gonna think like that. So, yeah, we're in the year 2024, pretty much in 25 right now. Okay, so sold all the Tesla right here. Boom. Okay, boom, done. Okay, now I'm going to reallocate all of my Tesla money into cryptocurrency, and this will be the year 2025. Okay, so we're going to pretend the year 2025 is about here. Okay, this is the year 2025. Now, let me know what you would do in this situation. Personally, like I said, I think that crypto is going to go insane, right? I don't know exactly. It might go like this. Who knows, right? And then towards the end of 2025, now hopefully things are still looking good. I'll be long gone by then. So this is more of like a shorter bet for me. We're definitely going to sell in 2025. It's hard to say when. I don't know. Okay, cool. Market crashes or whatever leading into 26 or at, in 26 at some point. And then we're going to go back to our original position of Tesla, right? Roughly, plus or minus a little bit. Okay, so look here. We're going to get back into Tesla with far more purchasing power than we ever had in the year 2024's Tesla. So that is what I'm thinking. Again, this could not work out, right? This is risky. I will admit that. This is a very risky play, but you guys know me. I love risk. I'm a huge risk taker. That's what I do. Educated risk, but gambling man myself to some extent. So 2026, we will re-enter, and guess what I think is going to happen? I think that Tesla is going to do phenomenal in 2026, 2027, and probably 2028 as well, where on the other side, again, huge assumption here, I predict that Bitcoin isn't going to do very well in 2026, 2027, and it's going to do fantastic. Does this make sense at all? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Usually people think I'm crazy. I get that. That's a good thing. Screw off, all of you. It wasn't me. To be fair, I didn't say it was you. I don't know who it was. I told 3 people, and now tons of people know. You're dumb. You don't understand. Okay. All right. That means that I failed as a teacher. I'm going to give you the cliff notes. Okay. We are currently in the year 2024. Are you with me so far? I'm going to make up an arbitrary number. I'm going to make up an arbitrary number of, give me an easy number to work with. We'll do 100K just so we can make this Barney style. You're starting with $100,000. So it's sold. This isn't the actual number, but I'm just making up a number for easy math. We started with $100,000 in 2024, Tesla. We sold it all yesterday. Makes sense. You're with me so far. I'm going to take that $100,000. Again, this is a fake number that we're making up in the situation. And we're going to flip all the Tesla for crypto. Okay? 100% of that. Well, I should say 100%. It's hard to say with fees and shit. We're going to change that into cryptocurrency. Okay? Are you with me so far? We're trading, an invisible amount of money into crypto. Got it so far? Cool. Then we are turning that once crypto goes down, or before crypto goes down, we're going to turn it back into Tesla before crypto goes down. What I am predicting, I'm going to go with a very low prediction. I'm thinking like, let's go with a low number to be safe, like 200. I'll go with 200,000. Okay, we're gonna go with a really low number here in this situation. Okay, and I have to ask myself, how long would it take for this same 100,000 from Tesla to turn into $200,000? Well, obviously I don't have a crystal ball. I wish I did, but I would predict it would take a little longer than it would with crypto, considering we are in a bull run. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't want to do the pain all day. Hopefully that makes sense. You do sell, buy contract. Yeah. So I'm not suggesting you do this, by the way. I am not suggesting that you guys go ahead and do this. I'm saying for me, I typed it out on some Excel sheets. I felt like it was good for me and my situation. But again, your situation is very different, okay? Most people probably bought Tesla in the year, 2022, 2023? So you might be up, let's see, the last year, you're up 48%, okay? Year to date, you're up 40%, right? So most people probably are up like 40%. I am up, I don't fucking know, dude. From, 15 to 20 bucks to 350, whatever that is, right? So for me, I'm in a very different situation. So again, not saying you guys should do that, just letting you know. When will I disclose what's going on? Okay, I do not plan on disclosing too soon because I want to make sure the deals are done. You have to understand, I'm investing a lot of money with this play. So the price of the ASICs matters a lot to me. Okay,
there is no second pass.
Endless mining, diamond hands always wins. Time in the market. Hey, hell yeah. I respect the hustle. Thank you so much. How was your event? So understand this. There are some things that I'm considering. I'm taking this bet very seriously. Okay, this is all business. It's no emotions. Well, I shouldn't say no emotions. I am attempting to take all the emotions out of it, and this is a purely business move for me. So, I'm considering buying ASICs right now. There's a lot of good options out there. I'm not saying what I'm doing right now, Panda, but I'm telling people some of my ideas that are going through me, right? Until I pay for it, it is not real. So on the mining side, there's a lot of things that I'm considering. Number one, how much are people going to charge me for the ASICs all in, right? So I've been shopping around, I've been asking all my friends. I've been asking, even crypto miner bros, what's the best you can do? I've been asking everybody, right? Everybody. I sent them all a DM. I got their price. I typed it out in an Excel sheet. Okay. Right. And so, yeah, I'm looking through that. So that's the first thing is like, okay, how much are these people going to charge me? Okay. All in price. Okay. Next thing, what is the quantity of these things that I want? Right. What is the quantity of things that I want, right? So I looked at, like I said, I have an Excel. So you're talking about flipping ASICs? No, I'm not talking about flipping ASICs. There's a lot. I'm trying to go through all the situations. You guys, if you listen, you'll know. Trust me. So then, so first thing, ASIC prices. What's the all-in cost for 1, for 5, for 10, for 20, right? Depending on the ASIC, more or less than that. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, what is the price of electricity? Now, here's the thing, guys. You guys got to understand, as I've always said, right? I think mine ASIC is kind of ass, right? I'm not liking that very much lately. But let's look at something like, let's say you're a home miner, right? You're paying 12 cents. I'm just going to find, I don't know, an L9, right? Like this is something I've considered as well. I will admit L9s are not super high on my list just because they pumped up so much. And I do think L9's a great, mining now is way better. Oh, I've never heard of that one. Miningnow.com. Thank you, Panda. I've never heard of that one. Oh, this is pretty cool. Is this accurate? I don't want to accept these fucking cookies though. All right, we'll look at that. I've never heard it. Oh, you can go by the penny too. Okay, so let's say you have like, I just want to show you guys a demonstration here. Fine, I'll accept these cookies. L9, right? I have looked at these L9s. It's not super high on my list simply because the prices are so inflated. That being said, I do think the L9 is going to be a great buy and everything, but for me, it's a little bit, I don't like to buy things when they're up. I'm more of like, find a deal kind of guy. You guys know me. But as an example, let's say you have 12 cents power, right? Okay, well, what I'm worried about is not the profitability here, okay? Not profitability. I mean, okay, I should take that back. I am worried about profitability. Who isn't? But my biggest thing, or one of my biggest concerns, is the electric cost, right? What is this going to cost me? So again, if you're at 12 cents, right? You're at home, you're doing this, that's going to be $8.57. Now, if you have one machine, okay, the difference between 12 cents and 10 cents, it's not the end of the world, right? Why did this not update? Okay. Why didn't this update? Yeah, okay, this website didn't update for me. I don't know. Did I do something wrong? Press the arrow? I did. Can you see me? It's 685. Right, it didn't seem to change at all. Oh, it did now. It did now. As soon as Panda says it. He fixed his website. All right. So the difference of, let's say, it kind of threw me off actually. 10 cents, yeah? And, oh, that wasn't 10 cents. 10 cents and like even 9 cents, right? Right? So 10 cents. Again, I'm worried about how much it's going to cost me to run. 8.57. So if I look at, I could save 1 penny, we go down to 7.71. And then you do that again. Let's look at like even 8 cents, right? We go down to 6.85. Okay. Now, on a very small scale, this is the way I'm looking at it, right? Again, this is a business decision for me, right? It's a lot of money. On a very small scale, 1 ASIC, 2 ASIC, it doesn't really matter. I don't care. If you want to charge me, 12 cents, 10 cents, it's not a huge deal. But like how I'm envisioning it and considering is buying a lot of something. I don't know what just yet. I have some really good ideas. But if you think about over the course of a year, right, which is, again, what I'm really looking at here, the difference of a few pennies is literally thousands and thousands of dollars, right? So write this number down, Panda. Write this number down for me. Just, you guys, if you have any good ideas for me, please let me know. Please let me know, because I could use your insight. All of you guys are great in chat, man. We got 72 people here, like-minded. Give me any ideas you can. So at 8 cents in this fake scenario, that would cost me $2,500 for the year's worth of power. Hawk said he got the best deals. I believe that, brother. All right, now let's just do a fake number times 10. All you have to do is add a 0, but whatever, right? That would be $25,000 in power that you would pay for that year on 10 machines, okay? So keep this in mind, $25,000 for 10 machines. Now, if I up that to, let's say, 10 cents, again, on one machine, it's not a really big deal, right? 31, 28, it's about, what, $600-700 more. But if you multiply that by 10, wow, that's an extra $5,280. That's a big deal. You see what I'm saying, guys? Yeah, definitely check out Terra Hosting, man. He's got some great deals. So you can see the more you scale, the more it's a big deal, right? So what I'm really looking for, man, I'm looking around. Like I said, I'm shopping around. I'm trying to see who's got the best deal on the ASIC and who's got the best hosting deal for me. And now you could imagine, right? The more you buy, obviously, the more it matters, right? 1, 2 ASICs, it's not a big deal, right? $50, $100. And I've also, on full disclosure with all of you, I've also considered like a bigger purchase, not of L9s. I thought about L9s, but I just don't think. I think they're too expensive, man. I love them to death. I think they're a great machine, but I kind of missed the boat on that. You know what I mean? So, if you multiply that by 15 or 20 or 30, there was a time. It's not really high on my list anymore. There was a time I was looking at like South Dakota, or is it North Dakota? Excuse me, North Dakota, Crypto LLC, because he was doing a 0.5 megawatt. You're having another kid? God damn, boy. Damn, that was quick. Hey, that's good though, man. I'll tell you what, having one thing I wish I would have done is had my second kid a little sooner. That's one thing. I'll tell you a story. When I was growing up, I was 3 years older than my brother. The only time I ever saw my brother in school was in elementary school, which wasn't long, and in high school when I was a senior and he was a freshman. And I just wish that there was like 1 year less gap between us, and then I could have seen him in middle school. I could have seen him a couple of years in high school, protected him. And I think that's great, man. Your kids are so close in age. I think that's going to be awesome. His name is Red Panda. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I think that's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm very jealous. And my kids are also 3 years apart, which sucks. Because, yeah, they're like 3 grades apart as well. So besides elementary school and then 1 year for high school, my kids will not see each other as well. And that's so sad, man. That's so sad. That's really sad. Mine will be about 2 years apart. I think 2 years apart is awesome, dude. Yeah, I think that's going to be great. 2 years is like great. You don't mind 3 years apart? Well, see, I always wanted to see my sibling. I don't want to say my brother's name, but he used to get bullied a lot. And we moved a lot, right? My parents were military. So we moved every like 2 to 4 years. So we were constantly going to new schools, making new friends, and he was getting bullied. He's getting beat up. I'm not even in his school. There's really nothing I could do. And that was really hard because if I would have been there, I would have whooped that ass. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't. So yeah, I mean, it's really good to have like your older sibling around. I had 2 younger sisters, didn't want them hanging out with my friends. Okay. Well, sounds like Patrick Murphy was a bad boy. Anyways, let's talk crypto. Let's talk some freaking crypto, boys and girls. All right. So I told you guys a little bit about that without telling you the details. But that's kind of where my mind's at. All right, Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin has not really been exciting lately, but you know what has been? The altcoins have been freaking awesome. XRP. I used to own this, sold it before the bull run. Obviously, looking back at it, I only made like 30, 40%, if that. This would have been really nice to hold on. If you held on to XRP, good for you. In the last 7 days, you are up 87%. Good for you. Make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Good for you. In the last month on XRP, you are up 409%. That is making XRP the 3rd largest cryptocurrency in the world, now passing USDT, which is insane to think about. Ethereum, yeah, I think you're doing okay on Ethereum. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, it's good. Good little gains, right? 845 on the 7-day. Last month, 45%. We cannot complain about that. Now, you guys know me. I've been very bullish on Solana. This one has done fantastic. It's down a little bit from where it was last 7 days. It's kind of doing nothing. Last month, it's up 41%. But if you gave me the choice, let me know what you would pick in chat. If you had a choice between XRP and Solana, what would you pick? I'd pick Solana all day, every day. But that's just me. Red Panda Mining says Cadena is up. Yes, I saw that on his Twitter. Guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, at DJ Waters, get your butt on that Twitter. And also check out my buddies over there. Check out my buddies. I know Hawk just made a new political Twitter. I did follow it. Haven't really seen him post. But yes, I saw that on Red Panda Mining's Twitter. He was talking about good old Cadena. I retweeted it. This is his Cadena play. All time, it's up almost 400%, man. Now, I don't believe in Cadena that much. However, hey, it don't matter if you believe in it or not, right? It matters if it goes up. That's what truly matters. So shout out to my boy over there. Let's check that out. Let's look at Cadena. Yeah. Let's look at that one. Yeah. Yep. Cadena. Yeah. I turned on my RPM KD Pro last night. Cadena better make it. There's Cadena. Today it's up 41%. Look at that. Last 7 days it's up 65%. Last month it's up 221%. The last year it's up 160%. So it's looking really good. Yeah. I don't really care for Cadena as a project, but again, you know what? If it makes money, we love money, and that's all that really matters. Dogecoin, yeah, still holding 40 cents, which is really nice. I would like to see a pullback on the prices of these ASICs. Personally, I think 14,000-ish or whatever it is these days is a little too pricey. But then again, it is making a bunch of money. So I would like to see a little bit of a pullback there if I was buying an L9. Maybe around that like 12K range. 11K would be really nice, but who knows if we're going to get that. ADA, man, I tried talking about this one for so long. No one cared. Chump Change cared, actually. And I think he has a good bit of it as well. I'm still holding this. This has been really good. Last 7 days, you're up 27%. Last month, you're up 255%. The last year, you're up 203%, man, and not even close to its all-time high, which is really nice. All right, I want to talk about another one that, you know, Red Panda Mining and myself have been very bullish on. Raven Coin. We saw it get into the threes now. I, again, think this is a sleeper. I think if you're a GPU miner, you're going to want some of this. Obviously, the time to mine it was a while ago. You could still probably moonshot this baby, or you could simply buy the coin. I get it. If you don't have AMD cards, you just have NVIDIA. It's going to use a lot of wattage. I get that. So, but I would want to be owning a little bit of Ravencoin for some exposure. The last 7 days, yeah, up 48%. So it's up. Definitely it's up, right? But now you got to look for deals. You got to look for things that aren't up too much. That's not too much, though. Last month, 109%. Don't get too confused, though, because it only went from like 2 pennies or a little less than 2 pennies to 3. So I still think you're really early on this one. Obviously not as early as before, but its all-time high was, oh my Lord. You know, oh, that's not the all-time. Hold on. All-time, I can't even see it. Like 23, 24. So, I mean, still a lot of room. I mean, even if we just get to this 14 cents or even the 10-cent mark, you still got a lot of money to make on Ravencoin, and I still think you'll make a bunch of money. I would sell that. I don't really believe in Ravencoin long term. However, I do see an opportunity there. Okay, Ergo. Where the Ergo nuts at? The one to look at is Atom. Okay. Last day, we're down just a smidge. Last 7 days, up 27%. Last month, we're up a lot, right? 223%. Last year, you're only up 61%. So it's up a lot. It's up a lot. But it's not up that much. When you really look at it, you know, it's up a lot, but it's not too much. I think if you were a fan of Ergo, there's still plenty of room to grow if you believed in this one. A lot more upside potential, I think, for Ravencoin, simply because it's so much lower. But that being said, I think if you're a fan of Ergo, yeah, you still have some opportunity in front of you. I didn't know Jump Change was blind until that happened. What happened? Good morning from Seattle, yo. What's up, Golden Wolf? I hope I moved to Washington one day. What else? Somebody said something about Atom. I think, didn't Hawk talk about this the other day or somebody? Cosmos. Somebody talked about this. I forgot who it was. Last day has done nothing. Last 7 days, it has gone up 18%. Last month, it's gone up 133. Last year, it's still down 2%. And all-time high, 43. So you know what? I think this is a really old coin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's on Coinbase. It's on everything, right? I don't know much about the project itself, but I would consider this, you know, it's still down a lot, right? It's still down for the year. If I was a believer in Atom, which I'm not, I don't really have a comment on it, except for I know it yields a lot for staking, I think it is, on Tangent or something. Besides that, I don't know much about it, and it's super old. Yeah, you could see some life in that. I could see some life in that one. We'll see. I don't know. Don't know much about it. Ethereum Classic. Okay, Ethereum Classic is a sleeper. Ethereum Classic is always good in the bull run. Last 7 days, well, I'll say this. If Ethereum does well, Ethereum Classic does well. It follows it. Last 7 days, you're up 16.5%. The last month, you're up 81%. The last year, up 65%. And all time, well, 4,000%. Let's not even worry about that. It's not even worth looking at. So it's definitely up a lot. It's certainly up a lot. Last bull run, which wasn't very long, you didn't have a lot of time to sell. It was 127, so I think it's a little unrealistic to look at. I'd be looking more at like a more realistic number for most people. It's probably gonna be this lower number, which is like 50, 60 bucks. So, yeah, I think Ethereum Classic could do well, sure. But I would not, if it were me, I would not look at Ethereum Classic and say, oh, this hit $129, so let's get close to that. That is really, I mean, you could see this wasn't a very long time period. Realistically, you had like what, a couple days, if that, to sell at this peak. You had 4 days, right? In 4 days, it went from $69 to $129. Now, I'm sorry, 127. So let that sink in what I just said, Jack. You only had 4 days when it went from 59 to 127. Just 4 days, okay? So if you think that is a good strategy to bet that you're going to be the top 1% of seller or less that's going to get that massive candle at the end, hey, maybe you're that guy. I am not that guy. I would not be betting on that. Good morning, Daddy Joe. I would not be betting on that. I would go with a much safer level, like that 50, 60 range, and you'll probably be able to hit that. But yeah, trying to hit 130, 200. Yeah, you might be able to. You might be able to. I don't know, but I am not that skilled. But maybe you are. So please, when you guys are looking at these charts, man, this is something that, in my opinion, you ignore. These like massive movements, like even Cadena. Let's look at Cadena, right? I really think it's misguided when people look at these huge spikes that only lasted a few days and be like, well, that's its all-time high. Yeah, I guess it is, sure. But, I mean, how many people are really going to get? Look at this. Cadena at $21. Like, that was at the 15th, right? On the, I'm trying to hit it here. On the 6th, it was $10, right? So it 2x'd, and then you missed the whole movement and it crashed and died. You understand? So, I would not personally recommend anybody, in the 1 week that it happens to go to its all-time high, that you're going to sell at that date, because everybody else is trying to sell at that date. I think it's a really poor strategy. I would be looking at like this support line, $10, $11, maybe this little peak of 15, but that's kind of risky, right? So probably in like that 10 range, most people will be able to get $9, $10. You'll probably be able to get, but anything past that, man, you really got to time it perfectly to get that. So it's a little misleading with a lot of these coins when you see these huge spike ups. Whenever there's candles like that, sell. Oh, absolutely. Fraction Bitcoin. I don't know anything about Fraction Bitcoin. Casper block rewards are hitting 300 and 400 every other day. So people are minting. I hit 2 blocks in the last 4 days. I have 3 KS0 Pros solo and 3 on pull. So these cheap miners getting money, says Richie Rocket. Shout out to my boy Richie Rocket. Another thing. 90 viewers, guys. Hit that like button. How many likes we got? I just burped a little. Sorry. 33 likes. The disrespect is high in chat. 33. The disrespect is very high in chat right now. 33. They just slapped me in the face. I don't know if my mom and dad are still watching. I'll tell you what, though. It's a big winner for me. That Geonet. I did not get it sponsored. I paid for it just like all of you. Man, Geonet. Who knows what I'm talking about here, man? Who knows what I'm talking about with this Geonet? It's just free money, man. Just keeps coming. Every freaking day you get a payout of like $5, $6. Every freaking day. Every day. It's just so good. It's just so good, man. Geonet is so amazing. I don't know why more people haven't bought one. They're crazy to me. It costs like $1 a month to run. You set it up in your backyard and you're done. You'll never touch it again. You'll never touch it again. DIMO, you'll never touch it again. You set it up, you're done. Some of these projects, these DePIN projects, man, so good, so good. And the best part is, it's basically free power. Is a Mrs. driving your car? Yes. I have tier 4. Yes, she drives my car, both my cars weekly, so I get to keep both my 4 tier 4s. I have my Geonet on order along with a wing butt. I never heard of that one, and a Sky 100. Never heard of that one either. Can't wait to get them. Yeah, I really like DePIN, man. I like DePIN a lot. DePIN has certainly been probably percentage gain some of my largest plays in the last few years. Now, the money was good, but it wasn't the most money. But certainly DePIN, like from a percentage, just so good, man. So good. And again, you don't have to buy these expensive octo miners and all these rigs, all these GPUs, right? You just kind of buy this little device, put it in your car, put it in your backyard, and you're done, right? You come back in 6 months and you're like, holy shit! I just tripled my money. It's really good. Wingbits tracks aircraft and dual mine Geonet as well. Oh wow. Okay, wow, that's pretty cool. I have not heard of that one yet. Yeah, Caspa, man. Caspa, I still have faith in Caspa. It has it hit 17 cents the other day. I got slightly excited. Slightly. And then it went back down to 15. So we're still playing this game with Caspa. Last 7 days. This is really misleading in my opinion, because it just keeps going up and down and consolidating. So yeah, it says it's up 6%. Last month it says it's up 42%. I mean, I guess, sure. But if you look at the year chart, I mean, it's just kind of doing nothing. But I am still optimistic with this one. And I think eventually we will see that pop off on Caspa. But as you can see, it's just, we're really teeter-tottering. Yeah, the last year has just been, Not much going on, but I'm still optimistic on Caspa. AOE, is that a crypto? Now I know some of you GPU miners have been doing all right. Asset of Empires. What? Price not traded. Okay, I'm not gonna be clicking on that kind of stuff. New miner announcement will pump Caspa. Yeah, you know, I'm definitely done with Caspa miners. I'm still holding all my Caspa, but yeah, the Caspa miners themselves, man, I don't know, man. I think more than likely, let me know what you guys are thinking, but yeah, I think they're gonna come out with like the KS7. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna get it to your door, and then the emission schedule's so aggressive, and it's, you know, hopefully you make your money back. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Caspa's really rough out there, man. I don't know. A lithium one nobody talked about today, surprisingly. A lithium hasn't really done much. Last 4 days we're down 3%. Last 7 days we're up 13. The last month we're up 43. A little bit misleading because it's kind of been doing nothing all, you know, for a while. It says 177% it's up for the last year. Yeah. All time only up 8% though. So, yeah, you know, we certainly haven't got back to these highs back in February of $3.62 and March of $3.20. But I am optimistic on this one. I think this is a sleeper. Not many people care about it anymore. It's, you know, very small market cap still. Rank number 383. Yeah, I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one. Market cap 154 million. So it's not a baby project, but it's also a project that a lot of people are sleeping on. So I think it's going to do well. I sent you a link in Discord for the wing bits. Okay, I'll look at it after stream. Casa mission. Oh, you know what? I'll pull it up. Let's see. GG. All right, let's see what Traveler sent me. I've never heard of this thing. Oh, it's a helium project. Okay. $1,000. Oh my, $1,000. What the hell? Oh man. What profitability are we getting? 1,000's a lot. This product is expected to ship in January 2025. Features: easy installation. Okay, setup 30 minutes to 2 hours. Mines WingBits and Geonet. Now, the Geonet, depending on how much you earn, really does interest me. I don't know what the hell a WingBit is. What is that? Can I look that up? What's the code for that? What is a WingBit? $1,000 is a lot though. But if it gave you all the token of a Geonet, it might be worth it, to be honest. It might just be worth it. I don't know. I might have to look into that one. I don't know. I never heard of that. And then you sent me something else. Sky Global? Okay, that's a little more affordable. 240 bucks? Man, that's a contraption right there. Huh. That's pretty cool looking. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, it runs off solar. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Oh, is that it? That doesn't take up much space. That's pretty dope. Caspa can't even get to all-time high. I think it will. I think it will. That's kind of cool. That looks pretty easy. Yeah, I'll look into that. Yeah, maybe I'll buy the $250. I mean, it's not much. I don't mind. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Does NiceHash ask for KYC everywhere or just Canada? So, from my understanding, they're full on KYC now, and you won't get paid out without linking up KYC. If somebody wants to correct me in chat, feel free, but that's my understanding. Also, Star Power, Star Plugs. I don't know what that means. Oh, wings. You're saying I could look up wings. Okay. Wings. Let's see what wings is. I never heard of that one. It's very, very small market cap. Well below a penny. Oh, wow. Ooh, it's down 86%. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, what exchange is it on? eToro, Banker, and P2B. Okay. So this would be like super spec. Okay. Well, depending on how much Geonet it mined, it could be worth it. It could be worth it. But if it's not as much Geonet as a Geonet miner gets, I'd rather get the Geonet myself. But again, you never know. You never know, man. I'll tell you what, man, if this Wings company, like, I don't know anything about it, right? But if this Wing company says, hey, Red Panda Mining, hey, hobbyist, they probably won't hit me up. Hey, Chump Change, do you guys want to check this out? And, you know, people start advertising it. This thing could really explode. Hey, Boss Coin, we'll give you 20K. Do you want to talk about the Wings? I bet you it could have some potential, man. $100 buy-in for the Wings? Cost almost, which one's $100? Yeah, I mean, it could be worth it, man. It really could. The Sky Shop one, that was pretty cheap. Yeah, I might have to look into that one. The whole backyard of my, well, yeah, the backyard of my house. It's going to be full with a bunch of antennas. We're going to have a bunch of antennas out there. What time is it for all of you? Estimator was saying $17.50 per day for my location for both. Ooh, okay, and it costs $1,000. Okay, let's do some quick math. 17 times 30, 510. Oh, wow. I mean, even if you cut that in half, that'd be a 4-month break even, and that's without the price appreciating. Ooh. You need more towels. And 2x4. Oh, toilets. I need more toilets. 2 p.m. Central. Nice, man. It's almost midnight here. Well, it was a good stream. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to go to bed. I just wanted to talk to you guys. You know, get a couple ad revenue dollars. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I'm working on something big. Once it's finalized, set up and everything, I'll talk more about it. I'm going to save the surprise. Nothing's official. I'm still shopping around. I'm still trying to find a deal. Like I said, there's a couple avenues I could buy the coin, which is obviously not super eventful. But it is on the table, or I'll simply, you know, buy a bunch of ASICs. I'm on the fence of which one is best in my situation. Still doing the math, still writing it out. But we'll see. Something big is coming, and I will end up documenting it once we get set up and everything's running. So really excited for the future. I love all of you. How many GPUs do you still have? I still have all my GPUs except for the 3 3090s I sold, and I think I sold 11 3080s, which was all my 3080s. So probably, rough estimate, 120, 130 GPUs still. Maybe slightly less, slightly more. I can't remember. It's around there. We got most of our GPUs. I only sold the super hot ones. Countdown, when return? I can't tell you, but I will be back early spring. How many ASICs are you looking at? I will save all that information for a later time when it's all done. But for now, I haven't fully committed to anything. I'm just testing the waters and seeing what is the cheapest, best thing I could do for my money. I love you guys. Have a great day. Keep mining, keep buying the coin, keep doing what you got to do. It doesn't matter what you do, but just do it. Because if you don't, you're going to have to wait for 2029. I'm a big fan of calculated risk. I love you guys. Be safe out there. I think Tantrum has a buy one, get one half off. Use code DJMines. Let me know if that works. Buy one, get one half off. Farewell, my friends. Join the Discord. It's free. Check me out on Twitter. I'll put a link. Join the Discord. It's free. Follow me on Twitter. Love you guys. Bye-bye.